Nate here, and I wanted to talk about being prepared, like the scouts that we are. I only was in Boy Scouts for like 3 months. I did all the like Cub Scout, Weeblo stuff. Yes, it's really called Weeblo. Let's move on. I'm talking specifically about your collection. If you have a collection of cards that is worth a little bit of money, then you want to protect it. We go through a lot collecting these cards, playing this game, enjoying this game. It would really suck if one event that you weren't prepared for just completely wiped you out. And sometimes these cards, while they may have had a financial value, they also had a sentimental value as well. There are certain things you can do to protect your investment because that's really what this is an investment. For some people, it's solely a financial investment. For others, it's more of a gameplay, social, sentimental investment. Regardless of where you land, you want to protect that, don't you? The reason I wanted to talk about this was I was actually in my local game store recently, and I was talking with somebody whose house just burned down. And unfortunately, they didn't have renter's insurance, so the cards were gone. While monetarily weren't that expensive, they meant a lot to them because they had inherited them from a family member. So it got me to thinking about things that you can do to prepare in the event of life happening. Make sure you have an insurance policy on your home, whether it's a renter's insurance policy or a home insurance policy. This is your baseline of defense in the event of a fire or theft within your home. They only are going to reimburse to a certain level, and you need to be able to prove you had these items. So if you do have a collection that's worth anything, take pictures of it, and they will reimburse you based on their value. But they usually have limits on how much they're willing to reimburse. So if your collection is worth a lot of money, recognize that if you only have renter's insurance or a regular homeowner's policy, it's not going to cover your entire collection. It is possible to get a special insurance policy on items like this. The issue there, a lot of times these policies are very expensive and only are worth it if your collection is worth a lot of money. Still look into it if your collection is worth a certain amount. It might be worth doing. Insurance is just trying to replace what you've lost. Really, the best defense is trying not to lose it in the first place. If you have a card that's worth a ton of money that you would never put in a deck, or a card that has sentimental value to you, you may want to put that card in a lockbox that's fireproof. Or if it's really valuable or really sentimental to you, or both, you might want to put it in a safe deposit box. Because if it's that important to you, you do want to protect it. In the spirit of not losing it in the first place, don't leave your cards in your car, or don't leave them in a place where someone can just randomly go and pick them up and walk away. This is actually very common at events. People will put down their bag and step away, not even a step or two away from their bag, and when they turn around, it's gone. It's a good idea to take precautions when you go to events like this, or if you're taking your cards anywhere. You want to make sure that you are smart with your cards. The same goes with your collection. Don't leave your collection with somebody you don't trust. Even if you just step away to get them a glass of water, these cards are really easy to slip into a pocket. If you don't trust somebody, don't leave them alone with your cards. And I'm not saying this to say that there's boogeymen around every corner. I'm just saying just be smart. Leave your cards only with people that you trust, and keep your eyes on them in places where people could walk away with them. This is the simplest one. This is the one that you probably already do, and that's use sleeves. Please use sleeves. That's probably the simplest thing you can do to protect your cards. Is just put them in sleeves. And go a step further, get a deck box. Something that can protect them while they're being transported from your home to the game store, to a friend's house, whatever. Is to protect them while you use them. And my final tip for today is admittedly a little uncomfortable. Have a plan for when you're gone. And before you click away from the video, because you think, I don't have to worry about that till later. Think about it now. Just take care of it now. It's just a smart thing to do, and you're a smart person, so do the smart thing. That's all I'm saying. If your cards are worth money and you have loved ones that you would like to benefit from that, have a plan. Now, if you have loved ones that know Magic, love Magic, you know who's gonna get the collection when you're gone, then you're fine, you're good. Still maybe have a plan, but you're already halfway there. But if you're somebody that your close loved ones aren't into Magic and they don't really know a lot about Magic, then here is where you need to plan a little bit more. Write down the valuable cards and where they're located in your collection, and write down what you want your loved ones to do with them, and let your loved ones know where they can find the information. Another important piece is if you have a friend who you trust, who is into Magic and knows about Magic, put in your instructions that you want your loved ones to work with this person so they can help your loved ones do what you want them to do with your collection. Oh, one more bonus tip, click on that. It has nothing to do with being prepared in the event of tragedy, but it might be interesting and it'll prepare you for something. This show is part of the CIP network, inspiring creativity, one episode at a time.